guide my spirits in this beautiful journey of life. I've shared so much, so many of my experiences, and this is what the biggest lesson is, that never get in that levels, in that classification. Nobody should be able to level you or to classify you, because you are a free spirit, you're a free soul. You should only be leveled by the Most High, and He never levels us. He gives us freedom. He gave us eye to see. He gave us conscience to think. He gave us mouth to speak. He has given us all the freedom. As a human, we level, we box others. We want to just make other soul what we want, not what they want to be. A lot of times I have noticed the parents and the children relationship becomes more like a dictatorship. Like the parents want their children to become something that children don't want. Maybe they're very good in music, and the parents will want them to become a doctor. So these labels, these boxes, we don't need that. We are free spirit. We have the choice to live our own life, to decide our own path. We can respect, the people, society, the surrounding. We don't need to break the rules, but we still have the choice to be who we want to be. As long as we create peace on this planet Earth, as long as we create compassion and love, just surroundings, so that we don't harm anyone. That should be the true purpose. Just do the things that works for the goodness for this planet Earth, so that we don't destroy anything. We become limitless, but that limitless should be towards the kindness, towards the goodness for this planet Earth, to do good for humankind. So then when we become limitless, sometimes we say that, just be limitless. But what does that mean to be limitless? Limitless is only our Creator, right? And Creator is what? Creator is in our goodness. Creator is creating good things. He never, all the things we happen in our life, like misfortunes, that's only we are. We are the only one that's made those misfortunes. Nothing comes, beyond. Goodness comes from Creator. He gave us everything. He gave us this beautiful planet Earth. He gave us this beautiful sky, beautiful, animal kingdom, the nature, food, water, so much resources. But as a human, what we do? We destroy everything, and then we say it was the Creator's fault. It was never the Creator's fault. It is us as a human responsible for everything. So let's don't blame the Creator. Let's appreciate and ask for His forgiveness. Every soul we come to this world, we have to return to our source, to our Creator. We don't need to, take our soul to our Creator, with marks, with spots, with hatred, with grudge. So let's practice to forgive our souls, forgive everyone, so that we go back to our source with clean soul, with clean heart, and then we can be in heaven, right? So just from today on, we practice forgiveness and kindness. There is a say that you can only eat that much from your plate that's meant to be. We can live certain time, certain years that's meant to be, destined to be, right? So why we need to take food from other people's plate, right? Why do we need to compare or compete with other people? Why do we need to fight? Why do we need to create conflicts, right? Everything is in the divine order. The divine justice plays so hard, believe me. If you see some places there's so much rain, there is a reason for that. If you see some places there's so much fire, there is a reason for that. Because this world is in a divine order, in a divine play, in the Creator's play. It's not in our hand, because He created that. we never created this universe. Is it possible for us to create the sun, moon, and then keep them on that, their own path? No. So this higher power who justifies everything, this divine plays in a, in a their own rule. So let's don't break that rules. Let's don't break the divine rules, the divine justice. Otherwise, we have to pay for that. Then we go through injustice, and then they say, oh, God gave us so much pain. Oh, God gave us so much disasters. It is us who did it. Creator never, never, never gives us anything bad. He loves us. His messengers, his angels always, always give us knowledge to stay safe, to stay on the right path. But we bring all this misery, we bring all this injustice because we break the divine rule. Let's don't break the divine rule. Let's don't break the divine peace. Hello. This was my childhood, right? This is all of our childhood. So innocent, so sweet, loving, like just how can we even can do any harm to the child? How can we even think anything, bring any, cruelty to them, to do harm to them? Can we love our children, treat them as the angels from heaven?